What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and as promised, here's my video on how to install iOS 9 Beta 1 on any device. This is absolutely free, and no, it does not require any sort of UDID registration or being a developer. Now this is a very simple process. I'm going to hold your hand through the entire process, make sure you guys get this done right. Now as for iOS 9, it was just released today, the Beta 1 version, and it includes a number of new features. If you guys want to see all those new features, I covered them right there in that video, so go ahead and check that out. It'll run you through all of the major features. It really is a great firmware. It's very light, it's very fast and responsive. It reduces the amount of system memory the iOS requires, and it runs a lot better on all devices, especially the older ones. So I totally would recommend upgrading. It seems fairly stable right now. I can't speak for long-term usage or if you have a lot of stuff on it, but it just seems very nice, very stable, and I will be comparing the speed tomorrow. Now I just want to mention this does work on the iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, 5C, 5S, 6 Plus, the iPod Touch 5th generation, the iPad 2nd generation and above, the iPad Mini 1st generation and above, and the iPad Air series. So this works on pretty much every device that supports iOS 8. And lastly, this does not matter what firmware you're starting from. So I have iOS 8.4 preloaded over here on my iPhone 5, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to go ahead and install it. Now before we get into the downloads, I want you guys to go ahead and make a note of what model number your device is. On the back right there, it'll say. So for example, mine's an A1429. It's a very device-specific IPSW download, so make note of what model number you are, and let's go ahead and head over to the computer. Now, down below in the description, I will have download links for all of the iOS 9 betas. You don't need any sort of access, you don't need to register your device. However, I would recommend you do register your UDID. It's like $5 to $8, and you can restore your device. The method I'm showing you, you can only update, you can't restore to iOS 9. But either way, it's free. You don't need a UDID necessarily, okay? So once you're in here, go ahead and select your beta. Remember, this is device specific, so what model number you saw on the back, that's the one you're gonna wanna download. Right now, you can only get a torrent download, but in the future, direct downloads will be available. And if you're not familiar with torrents, you will need a torrent client, and that includes either BitTorrent or uTorrent, and I will have links for all of that located to the left right here. So go ahead and click there. It'll have a full guide, full walkthrough, full troubleshooting guide, as well as all the links you need there. Okay, so that's all you guys need. Extract it, make sure it's in a .ipsw format on your home screen, and go ahead and right click on iTunes, run as administrator on a Windows or open on a Mac. All right, so now that we're in here, let's go ahead and go to our device, make sure it is plugged in, and it's as simple as this, guys. So go over here to check for update and hold Option on your keyboard or Shift if you're on a Windows computer, and left click on check for update. All right, so you will get this pop-up. Go ahead and locate that firmware wherever it is. This is the one. It's on my desktop. Again, make sure your device is plugged in and make sure you are selecting the update and Option or Shift. Do not select restore. Your device cannot be activated if you restore it to iOS 9 unless your UDID is registered. Okay, so with that completed, go ahead and select open and select update. It's as simple as this, guys. So iTunes will do its thing, set it aside. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes. And once we're done, your device will be on the latest iOS 9 Beta 1, running it perfectly with no activation issues. And I'm gonna go ahead and stay here and walk you through it. So, make sure you're not getting any interruptions. Set your device down where it's not going to be unplugged on accident. And iOS 9, I did cover it in another one of my videos. It's actually a really nice upgrade. A lot of people are ripping on it, the fact that it doesn't have too many new features, but the fact that it runs so well, especially on older devices and newer ones, that alone makes it a worthy upgrade from iOS 8. I mean, the file system size is halved. It went from 4.6 to 1.3 gigabytes. Actually, that's like 3 times less. So you get a lot more memory. It's a lot snappier, certainly a lot faster, and I'll be doing full comparisons on the actual speed differences. But it also has better battery life. On the iPhone 6, it has a 1-hour increase. On older devices, it might be a little bit less, but there is a certain increase. Even the beta will give you those increases in speed and battery life. You will notice it. And anyways, guys, once this has finished updating, I will return, hopefully with my device working on iOS 9. All right, so here we are wrapping it up with the update. So in a moment here, I'll be able to show you that without registering my UDID on my iPhone 5, I was able to install iOS 9 Beta 1 without any sort of issues. So there are a couple of precautions that I want you guys to know about. For one, you cannot restore your device. If you restore it, you will lose everything. And in iOS 9, if you aren't registered, pretty much you won't be able to activate your device. But there you go, update completed. So go ahead and continue. And actually, I don't want to add one. Don't add passcode. There's some new settings in here as well. I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through this. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this and get started. And boom, my iPhone 5 is now on iOS 9. You can go ahead and try it out by getting into the multitasking pane. This is the one indicator you're on iOS 9, but there are a ton of new features, guys. Be sure to check out my video on all the new features. There's so much in here, and I will be doing full comparisons of speed, all of the little hidden features, basically everything you need to know about iOS 9. And I do hope you guys enjoy this firmware. It seems really stable, actually, and something I would use, might even install it on my personal device. Hope you guys enjoy this latest firmware and everything Apple has to offer. Stay tuned for many more videos. Peace.